The government said they will consider implementing the middle-phase tobacco control measures in 2026 after revealing the effectiveness of the short-term control measures. Mimosa Ngai, TVB News.
Good evening and welcome to TVB News. The government proposed 10 short-term tobacco control measures today with the aim of further reducing the prevalence of smoking in the city. The government hopes to implement the measures in 2025. Mimosa Ngai reports.
The government said they will consider implementing the middle-phase tobacco control measures in 2026 after revealing the effectiveness of the short-term control measures. Mimosa Ngai, TVB News.
Police arrested Kwok Cha-kin, a retired civil servant who is nicknamed the King of Judicial Reviews, on suspicion of benefit fraud. The Biden administration in the U.S. has approved the sale of F-16 fighter jet spare and repair parts to Taiwan for an estimated $80 million. Russian President Vladimir Putin has conducted his first interview with the international media since the invasion of Ukraine in 2022. On the sidelines of the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, Putin warned that Russia could provide long-range weapons to others to strike Western targets in response to NATO allies, allowing Ukraine to use their arms to attack Russian territory. Putin also reaffirmed Moscow's readiness to use nuclear weapons if it sees a threat to its sovereignty. However, he insists he does not want war with NATO. Nasby Karim has more. An Israeli strike today on a school-turned-shelter in central Gaza killed at least 35 people, including several children. Boeing's new Starliner capsule with 2 astronauts on board lifted off from Florida on Wednesday in a much-delayed test mission to the International Space Station. NBC News has more. And still ahead, welcome back. Veterans and world leaders will meet in Normandy, France today to mark the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings. On June 6, 1944, more than 150,000 Allied soldiers arrived by sea and air to drive out the forces of Nazi Germany. Tracy Furness has more. Back locally, red minibus drivers possibly going green. This as minibus trade representatives revealed the Transport Department is planning to relax conditions for red minibuses to switch to fixed routes reserved for green minibuses without tendering. The reserve list of names to designate tropical cyclones in the western North Pacific and the South China Sea has been updated. 9 new names are now on the list, including one proposed by Hong Kong, Chiang Mai. And the latest climate data show that temperatures are rising, breaking global records for the 12th month in a row. In a speech to coincide with World Environment Day on Wednesday, United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres called for maximum action ahead of the UN Climate Change Conference in November. He said the need for global action presents unprecedented opportunities for prosperity and sustainability. Danny Zhou has more. In tennis, Germany's Alexander Zverev beat Australia's Alex de Minaur in 3 sets to reach the semi-finals of the French Open for the 4th year in a row. Game 1 of basketball's NBA Finals is happening tomorrow morning, Hong Kong time, with the Dallas Mavericks taking on Boston Celtics in a best-of-7 series. And that's the news. Thank you for watching.